Today's adventure brings me to Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. As a recording of this, it is Saturday, January 28, 2023. I am in a parking structure right next to the Hilton Universal accommodations, where I will be checking in. Well, I already checked in. Now I've gone back to my rental car, got my bags all packed. I've departed Orange County, where I spent the last couple of days at the Disneyland Resort. I want to see the shadow. Don't even probably even need these in here. Did Orange County for a couple days near the Disneyland Resort. Now it's Universal Los Angeles time in the Hilton. I have a theme park view room for the next series of days during my tenure. A couple days, 2 or 3 days, maybe more. Should be able to look down, hopefully, into Nintendo World, which I will be going to at some point on my visit. And then also see the Globe, which used to be the Globe in Orlando. So if you've ever been to the Globe, well, not the Globe, but you've ever been to Universal Orlando, back in the day, in the 90s, mid-90s, late 90s, they moved that Globe here. So if you've ever been here and taken a picture, Universal Hollywood, it's the same Globe that you may have visited earlier in your lifetime in Orlando. Fun fact. Got my bags here, ready to go. My plan is to check in. It's kind of an early check-in. Right now the time is 1:41. I wasn't supposed to check in until 4 p.m., but they were nice enough to let me check in early. So I'm going up to the room, give a little room tour, maybe later. I might take a little nap. I've been going pretty hard yesterday at Disneyland. 25 to 26,000 steps the day before, teetering around 19, 20,000 steps. I'll be getting some steps in. Check in the room, take a short nap, and then see what I can see. CityWalk, maybe Universal, and whatever the heck else I feel like doing. Join me. It's a long intro. Shall you? Now I know I just said I was near the Hilton at Universal Hollywood. But in reality, I'm actually in the basement of the Hilton Universal Hollywood. I wanted to point out the staircase. This isn't a filming location video. I'm not going to match anything up or anything like this, but anyone who's a fan of Back to the Future 2 might recognize this very staircase. My friend Justin Scard, years ago, we became friends because of the Back to the Future website he ran for the filming locations. And he is the one that figured this out. Sometimes when you go on the internet, you see things stating things and they don't always give people credit. But he is the one that discovered that this is the spot from Back to the Future Part 2. Look at this. You can just picture Marty McFly, Biff coming out of here, going over the railing. Pretty sure it was this one, the P2 one. You got the lower level down here. You got that down there. Yeah, looks familiar, right? Pretty cool. It's a hidden gym. Well, it's not a gym, you can't work out in here, but you know what I mean. Okay, there are 2 different ones that look the same. Also have a Disney bag here on Universal Hollywood property. Let me just step in here and just see, maybe, just to confirm that the other one was it. Oh yeah, definitely was the other one, because look how this one is. Yeah, it's not even the same, the formation of it. 100% is the other one I was just at. Down there. There's 2 of them. There's this one, and there's that one. That's the one that's in Back to the Future 2 filming location. Room tour time. I love these rooms, mostly because you can see down into Universal Hollywood. Here's the tub. You got one sink over there, toilet over here, plenty of towels and whatnot, a little makeup mirror. You can kind of see me in the reflection over there. You got the tub aspect, you got the nozzle aspect. They use Crabtree shower gels and shampoos. And then over here, Crabtree also for the soaps and whatnot. And of course it wouldn't be Hollywood without some of these proper decor. Rodeo Drive. You got the coat hangers. Safe to say that's where you put your money. Extra towel. You got this side where you put your suitcase on. I have opted to just utilize suitcase over here. I've already taken my shoes off and made myself comfortable. I can also place it here. No Keurig, but they have this Cuisinart here. And the grand reveal out onto the valley out there. Pretty awesome. There's a pull-out couch here. I opted for just a one king bed, but also a pull-out couch, so if someone else is here, they can sleep here. This is my accommodations. King bed. Here's a local pier. Could be Costa Mesa, Huntington. Definitely not Venice. Not Santa Monica. It is one of the Southern California piers. 2 o'clock, you can see, is the time period here. It's got plenty of places you could charge your phone and other accessories. Nice comfortable bed. I stayed here about 2 years ago. When I was still living in California, I was doing a whole hotel series. But I had a different room. I did not have this particular view. I was on the other side of the hotel down that way. This is awesome. You see the globe down there? You see Wizarding World. And the newly about to open, it's soft opened, but the newly about to open for good Nintendo World down there. You can see some of the moving parts. The top of Griffith Park, that tree up there is called the Wisdom Tree. I've hiked up to that before a couple years ago. Still up there, it's just one lone big tree on the corner. Pretty good view down to the valley and Universal from up there too. Way up there. And of course the regular parking that I usually will park in is over there in one of those lots that I walk through CityWalk. And then there's that globe that I was talking about. See the globe right there. And then the surfboard fin, which is like a shark fin. Yeah, that's the same globe that used to be in Orlando. And then the front entrance, the red carpet. Into Universal Studios Hollywood, WaterWorld, stunt show back there, the castle. Man, that is awesome. And then you could even see more of Wizarding World over there, the snow-capped. Oh, and then look, Secret Life of Pets right down here. And then the big Minion overlooking the valley when you're coming in off the freeway. There's another way up into the hotels into Universal, up this very steep hill. It used to be kind of empty on the sides of the road. Now they build in this huge other structure or a hotel or something here. And that is the new Super Nintendo World. Right there, you can see the former ET attraction. Well, former ET attraction's over there, kind of tucked away, can't really see it. Now the Mummy, and then right here, Transformers, and then Super Nintendo World. Right over there, look, you see some of the moving parts. Might be people in there. May have soft opened today too, I don't know. What used to be the Back to the Future ride, now Simpsons. If you look behind it, you'll see Warner Brothers. All the sound stages for Warner. And there is the water tower for Warner Brothers. Got a trolley train going by. I believe that is the... Well, that might be... Yeah, that's just a shuttle that goes up the side of the hill. And then brings people up to the side of the hill down from the main road. But usually I will park in over there. That's usually where I'll park. That's where most people park, over there. And now that I think about it, when I stayed here a couple years ago, I wasn't able to walk in the park because the park was not open yet. It was during that time when, you know, all the Southern California theme parks were closed. So I just stayed here. I believe I got some food. I ate over at one of these desks over here. But I was not able to walk into the park, which now I'm going to utilize on this trip. There's the freeway down there. More of the valley. So I'm pretty excited about this stay. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm gonna go down there a little bit later. A little bit later. Okay, the WaterWorld show started a few minutes ago, and towards the beginning, oh, there goes the flare, look at that. Smokers! In the distance. Then about 13 minutes from now, should see, oh, there's another one. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Glad I caught it. Walk back over here to the window in a few minutes and try to catch the seaplane, which will be, I'll zoom in a little closer than that. Okay, I got it zoomed way in. It should be happening any second now. Well, any minute. I'm just gonna keep it right on there. So just to the right of that mushroom looking metal building, the pillar there. Should be getting ready to burst off here any second. I can see them having a little scuffle there on the ledge. And says something about the seaplane. Oh, I can see the little basket going down, where the girl's going down to the other side. I think Deacon's up there. He's gonna say, not my seaplane, not my seaplane. Or get my seaplane, something like that, paraphrasing. And then the seaplane should launch right here. Right about this second. I mean, I can't hear the audio from way up here, obviously, so I don't know. Oh. Okay, yeah, he launched it down. Yeah, like the grenade launcher down. Up, here it comes. Here it is. Engine noise. I'm hearing it. Something. Oh, oh yeah. Yes. Into the water. Epic. Oh yeah. So cool to see it from this angle. All right, the sun has gone down now. Obviously. Getting a little nighttime view here. Looking down at the area. They're doing another WaterWorld show, so I should be able to see some of the pyro and fire at the crescendo of the show. I think I'm going to walk down, maybe to CityWalk. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in the park. I'm definitely going to walk down to CityWalk at some point. But I just heard a little rumble down there. It wasn't thunder. It was part of the show. I'm not sure, because you can't see the castle. I don't know if they're doing a projection. Oh, look over there. Got the lights of CityWalk there. I can kind of see the smoke over at the amphitheater. But the castle's not lit up, so they might do a projection show at some point. I got to look and see what time that would be. But I am going to go down there. Alright, give me some fire. There's the archway there. It's just so fascinating how many times I've been down there. But seeing it from this view, now that it's open, the last time I was here it was all closed down, so it was kind of cool to see it, but wasn't really much going on down there. So the castle is right there hiding in the darkness. From here you can't see it, but you can see it if you're in the park. And then right over in there should be getting the grand finale at the stunt show momentarily. Ooh. There it goes. Almost seems like lightning almost. Ooh. Okay, should get the seaplane now. That was the... Alright, let's see if you can see the seaplane. Right in here. It's dark, so it's hard to see if I'm even pointed in the right direction. Oh, there's the tower. Oh yeah, yes! Oh my gosh. Look at that. Lit up the whole stadium down there. Couldn't even see it until the fire happened. That's pretty dang cool. And then another minute or two, they're gonna have the grand finale. That's awesome. Oh, look, there's the fire effect. He's gonna fall off the platform. There he goes, the dive, the fire dive. And there's, oh, look at that. This is freaking amazing. It's like if I'm hearing the soundtrack in my head, because I'm used to, I mean, I've probably seen the show 30 times. I think it's one of my favorite stunt shows. I really like the Indiana Jones stunt show at Hollywood Studios in Florida, but this one's far more superior, in my opinion. Those are my two favorites. It's getting crazy down there. I was having a hard time figuring out where the stadium was until all this started to happen. And now that it's so bright. Tell you the truth, I don't know where the last... Oh, there we go. Okay, the boat's going away. I can see it moving. This should be the crescendo. Yep, there you go. A little pyro. Unbelievable. Man, that's so cool. Man, that is so freaking cool. Made it up to this level. Well, went back down to this level, I should say. And now gonna walk over to CityWalk. This direction. Got that big old minion eye right there. There also is a shuttle to take you to Universal, but I mean, it's just right there, so I'm just gonna walk it. But there is a shuttle also. Every 15 minutes will take you from here to Universal from the Hilton. There's a little bit of a chill in the air. I did bring my Walt Disney World 50th anniversary windbreaker that I got at Magic Kingdom, and then last night I bought this, a DCA. But I feel like I need something a little heavier, so when I'm at CityWalk, I might end up getting a hoodie of some sort. Approaching the rather large flag there, and that very retro signage up here. They have that Universal Studios Hollywood retro-looking signage, which is kind of classic. In my opinion, just a very, very classic, old-school type of signage. I always love that logo. Oh, and there's the globe right there, all illuminated under nightfall, as seen from the window right up there. Now, because it is a Saturday night, there are a lot of people down here at CityWalk. Look at all this. There's a big banana right there. Ended up leaving CityWalk after a little while. It's pretty busy down there. And it's been driving around. So I figure since I'm up in this area, I can check out a couple things before calling it a night. Here's the Brady Bunch house. Last time I went by this was probably 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And they completely refurbished it. And they even put the window in. They remodeled to look exactly like the house does on the TV show, where it had been changed a little bit since TV production. But here it is sitting here. It looks to be empty. It doesn't look like anyone's even residing in there. Very iconic, however. Look at this. As I'm standing here, I'm noticing there are a couple cars here. It looks like they have some surveillance of people sitting in front of it. They don't want anybody messing with it. So whatever they're doing with it, maybe for a TV show or something like that. Well, that guy just peeled out down there. Well, I'm gonna drive around a little more, see what else I can find before turning in for the eve. Right up here on this corner is the Karate Kid Dojo. Right there. Another classic spot. Right up here on this corner, Circus Liquor. One of these days when I'm out here visiting, I'm going to stay at the Safari Inn. The historic Safari Inn, used in a lot of different movies. Looks as if the F is burnt out. And then on the other side, the S is burnt out. I love that classic neon. Pretty cool. Right here in Burbank. One really cool spot that's kind of neat to go to is the Universal City Overlook. Overlooking Universal City, not just Universal Studios Hollywood, but the theme park and the studio is its own city called Universal City. And this is its overlook, way up side of the Hollywood Hills, looking down upon it. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to come up here, especially at night when it's all illuminated. Obviously you can see more of the structures and landmarks during the day, but at night with all the lights and illuminated, it looks pretty dang cool. Now heading back to my hotel up this very steep incline. It's almost like straight up. Universal Studios is kind of built on the side of a mountain. The top portion is like the upper lot, lower lot. I don't know if it really translates to camera very well, but it's up here. I'm back where I began the video. Started the intro here earlier. Now I'm doing the outro, or at least just about to do the outro. Ended up getting a hoodie in the gift shop of this hotel. I think, yeah, it says, actually says Hollywood, California on it, which is kind of nice. Kind of warm. But that's going to do it for today. I think I am going to go back into the little secret Back to the Future staircase one last time and show a little bit more detail. I got to thinking about it. There's some, there's like where the arrow was in the movie that was leading up to the roof. You can kind of still see where that was, so I want to show that. I really can't imagine anyone even using these staircases, because if you go over there, there's elevators. There's like elevators that go up and top over there. And these staircases are kind of secluded. I mean, they're not really secluded, but they're not really like prominently used. I guess that's the word. But right there you can see where the arrow was. Roof access up that way. Biff would have came out of here. Character coming out of here. Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, would have gone through that door. You can kind of see it going, closing. That's how he knew he went up to the roof. Pretty awesome. I will show a couple of screen grabs from it as well, where Marty kind of goes through that door. It's like they built a fake facade on the other side of that door to make it look like you're going up some stairs. But then you go into here, really that's just out into the parking garage. Kind of about like that. The camera would have been behind me on the little ledge looking that way. But you can see the faint markings of that arrow going up to where it says roof access. And it's interesting too because it's P1. Now, when I started down there, which is P2, which is where I just walked up from. This right here is P1, even though it doesn't show it on the side of the wall where that arrow has been removed. Notice how it has a number 1 there. So there's P1 and P2 right down there. Even notice these two metal like wire enclosures over there when he's like looking over the railing. Those are still here too. They've added another one next to it, but you can see how they kind of narrows down the lower they go. It still looks like that to this day. Yeah, the rubber black one there has been added, but the other ones are still there. This is the perspective he would have been looking down at. And then he notices the door is not closed all the way, which would have been right here. And you know, everything kind of matches up, the center blocks and everything. The angle would have been about like that. Even the little door hinge up top and the board, the line across the board there in the middle. As shown here. Staircase kind of rusted out. And if you're curious what's out here, it goes up to this other staircase which just leads to the top portion that goes back up into the lobby. Movie magic. This is probably one of the most rare, like, I don't know, say it's the hardest of the Back to the Future spots, but I know it was like elusive for a long time. Again, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Justin Scard, who, like, I don't know, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, discovered this after pretty much looking around every Los Angeles parking garage stairs. He took a chance, drove out here. This is way before the internet, where you could just Google stuff all the time, and found it. I don't know how, but he found it. So dang cool. Of course, now, you know, once you put something on the interwebs, it just pretty much becomes common knowledge. But yeah, pretty awesome. Whenever I stay here, I have to like come in here and go, man, that's pretty cool. Unbeknownst to so many people. And there's never anyone in here, ever. It's also strange how a moment in a film from 1989 that you've seen countless times, even though this is only seen in the movie for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, can be etched in your head. Imagine most people that are watching this, that are familiar with the films, didn't even need to see the photos from the film, of the movie. They probably already knew what this was just by seeing when I first showed it earlier this morning. Right? Isn't that interesting how pop culture is and how that works? The staircase. yourself if you like slip down through this. Really good. There it is, the spot. Back up my room now. One last little peek down under the property down there. Not a bad view. CityWalk was busy down there earlier. It was also, you know, it's also the weekends. It was Saturday night. Well, that's gonna do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.